Hello and welcome to iPulseLIVE. I'm Britten.
And I'm Whitney Sharpe.
A startling discovery deep in space has been made using NASA's Spitzer Space Telescope. What makes this discovery so unusual is the sheer number of planets spotted, 7 in all. Around a faint and distant star, much weaker than our Sun, is a collection of 7 orbiting planets, very similar to Earth in size, composition and mass. These planets are 40 light-years away in the constellation Aquarius. 3 of them are in a sustainable zone, which raises the tantalizing question, could these planets conceivably host life? There is so much to find out about these worlds, and astronomers said there would be a massive effort to find out more. Scientist Carla Gallant from the University of Liège explains that chemical experimentation should indicate life with 99% confidence, but also that we will never be completely sure without going there. However, these planets are 40 light-years away, which would take us approximately 700,000 years on modern-day rockets, so I don't think we'll be getting there anytime soon.
Transgender students lost their federal protection to use school bathrooms and locker rooms matching their gender identities and not their actual sex. Republicans felt that this protection was an overreach carried out by the Obama administration. It will now be up to states and schools' discretion on implementing these federal anti-discrimination laws and whether students will be allowed to use the restroom which they identify their gender with and not their biological sex. Anti-bullying laws will not be affected by this change, although activists say that this law is necessary to protect transgender students. This could potentially impact court cases involving the federal sex discrimination law. Court cases could now be sent to a lower court by Supreme Court justices. It will be a waiting game to see what action states decide to take regarding this controversial action.
The unease among illegal immigrants in the U.S. has been building for months, but has intensified in recent weeks with the clear signs that the Trump administration would drop the Obama policy of focusing on deporting those who had committed serious crimes. Some of the estimated 11 million illegal immigrants living in the U.S. are changing up their daily routines and are panicking if one of their family members isn't home on time, assuming they may have been arrested. Dozens of immigrants have turned to advocacy groups in Philadelphia in case they get deported, and in California, immigrants have signed powers of attorney authorizing friends and family members to pick up their children and access their bank accounts in the event they are arrested by immigration agents. Many immigrants fear they will even be separated from their U.S.-born children.
Yesterday, the remaining protesters at the site of the Dakota Access Pipeline abandoned the camp due to the government's deadline to move off the federal land. This North Dakota camp has been home to thousands of protesters over the past year who have opposed the pipeline from being built. The pipeline will carry oil through the Dakotas and Iowa to Illinois, where it will then be shipped. Despite most of the protesters from departing peacefully from the reservation, there were some arrests made for the people who refused to leave the site. With the emanating threat of spring flooding, authorities felt that it was necessary to move the protesters off of the land for their own safety. Protesters expressed their grief for leaving the camp. The government has moved the protesters to a nearby town where clean clothes, food, lodging, and bus vouchers were all offered. This government is focusing on cleaning up the camp in preparation for the pipeline construction.
Make sure to pick up the newest edition of the iPulse tomorrow.
And join us back here every Tuesday and Thursday at 1:15 right here on our YouTube page.
I'm Britten.
And I'm Whitney Sharpe, and we'll see you Tuesday.